Hi everyone! In this video, I will walk you through reporting attendance for your online class at the first census date. Before you begin, you should first refer to your online template or form that is an Excel spreadsheet. This should have been emailed to you by your campus schedule preparer. This online template is important because you will find your census dates as well as the hours that you should report for your class at each census date. The online template looks like this, and if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see your first and second census date student hours for attendance reporting. So mine listed here are 36 hours. The first census date hours should be 20% of your total student hours for the class. So these will vary by class. If you move a little farther to the right, you'll see that your census dates are listed here. My first census date is September 30th and my second is November 16th. These census dates will also vary depending on the length of your class. So let's take note of these 36 hours that I should report at my first census so that we remember to input 36 hours for students that I am dropping at this point in time. Remember, your hours will be different, but we're using these as the example. Okay, now that we know how many hours to report, we can come to our attendance grade roster and input those hours and drop students. So go to my SDCCD portal and access your faculty dashboard. Go down to your faculty schedule. Make sure that the correct semester is selected, and then click on your CRN. From the drop-down list of items, select Attendance Grade Roster. Now that we are in the roster, make sure that the correct week is selected, and you can see at the top right you also have your census dates listed here. However, you don't have the hours listed that you need to report, so that's why you first need to refer to those on your online form. For the first census date, you're only reporting hours for students who will not continue in your class. A student could have emailed you to tell you that they can't continue in your class due to work, family, and so on, or maybe they participated the first week in your class and you haven't been able to be in contact with them, or they haven't participated since then. So for these students who have some participation but are no longer active in your class and will not continue for the rest of the semester, you will assign them 20% of the total student hours and then drop them. So we already saw that the hours for my class are 36. So we know that my census date is September 30th, so I'll make sure I'm on that correct date. And I'll find the student. Oh, I already have her hours inputted here. So you can say I put in her 36 hours. This student has some participation. She came to a Zoom meeting and she did one assignment in Canvas. So remember, participation could be Zoom, email, Canvas. If they have any participation in your class whatsoever, then you can give them the 20% of hours if you are dropping them. So I'm inputting the 20% of total student hours, and then I'm going to drop her. So I'll click this X to drop her. I'll confirm. And then you also, at this point, at the first census, you should drop students who have never participated in your class if you haven't done so already. So I also have another student who, after being enrolled in my class, I could never get in contact with her. She never logged into Canvas. She never came to a Zoom meeting. So I'm just going to drop her with 0 hours. So I'll just leave under the first census date, I'm leaving that with 0 hours, and I'm just going to click the red X to drop her, and I will confirm. And all the other students are still active in my class, so they are continuing, so I don't need to input any hours for them. And students that you are dropping at the first census date, you don't need to input a grade for them. You'll only do that for students who complete the course, and you'll input those at the end of the semester. So I have these 2 students dropped. One has hours because she participated. The other has no hours because she did not participate. Everyone else is continuing in my class and they remain active, so I'm not going to do anything with their hours at this point. Then I can scroll down to the bottom and you'll see that there is a place to submit teaching hours, but for online classes, we never submit teaching hours. And because this is only the first census date, there's nothing we need to submit. So right now you'll go ahead and just click Save. And you're done with your first census date reporting.